Carrie Underwood goes a cappella, Melania's air kiss, and other moments. It's a rite of passage in the United States. A newly elected president takes the oath of office before his people. On Monday, Trump was sworn in for a second time, assuming his role as the 47th President of the United States amid pomp and circumstance. But no inauguration day is without its surprises, and no program of events, no matter how meticulously planned, can account for the weird, the wacky, and the fascinating moments. Here's what you might have missed and what people might still be talking about for days to come. Mega meets American Idol. After Trump's inaugural address concluded, country singer Carrie Underwood arrived on stage to sing the patriotic song America the Beautiful. Underwood, who launched to fame after winning the TV talent show American Idol in 2005, had faced criticism for her decision to perform at the ceremony, particularly among opponents of Trump. "I love our country and am honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event," she said in a media statement last week. "I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future." Underwood's performance didn't start out smoothly. A technical malfunction cut off backing music just as she was to perform. "You know the words, help me out here," she said after a few moments waiting for the music to return. The crowd in the rotunda joined her in signing in a cappella version of America the Beautiful that ended with applause. The kiss that wasn't. What's an inauguration day without a little romance? Melania Trump arrived in a dark blue and white ensemble, complete with an eye-catching hat. As our fashion writer noted, hats have long been a staple of First Lady inauguration dressing, and Monday's hat was a fresh addition to the genre. The wide brim hid the famously inscrutable First Lady's eyes, putting literal distance between her and other attendees, including her husband. In one of the more awkward moments of the day, Donald Trump greeted his closest allies as he walked on stage to his swearing-in at the Capitol. When he reached his wife, he leaned in for a kiss, only to find her hat brim made it hard to get close enough to Melania's face. The couple settled on an air kiss instead, the brothers on the bus. Is it possible to fit the entire manosphere on a single bus? Probably not, but if there was a time to try, it was the 2025 Trump inauguration. YouTuber turned wrestler Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul, a professional boxer and influencer, spent the morning documenting their trip to Washington, D.C. on Instagram. The brothers shared video from inside a chartered bus where Trump's Boys Club was celebrating. Among them were Theo Vaughn, the mullet comedian and podcast host who interviewed Trump this autumn, internet prankster Kyle Forgerd, and Conor McGregor, the controversial Irish mixed martial arts fighter. They were some of the VIPs invited to watch the ceremony in a viewing area in the Capitol complex's Emancipation Hall. A group of hypermasculine, ultra-online young men dubbed the Manosphere has emerged as a growing faction amongst Trump's diverse mix of supporters. Trump ultimately won the election 56% to 42% among male voters ages 18 to 29, a voting bloc he lost by 15 percentage points in 2020. This demographic helped deliver him the presidency, so it's not much of a surprise to see its prominent figures sharing in the celebration. Bernie's mittens? Meet John Fetterman's hoodie and shorts. Inauguration style is always a buzzy topic, from coats to hats to figures with style of all their own, like Kamala Harris's stepdaughter Ella Emhoff, Melania Trump, and former Trump advisor Roger Stone, who has a style blog and a love of elaborate menswear. But sometimes it's the lack of style that draws the most attention, the anti-fashion. In 2020, independent Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders stole the show with his utilitarian coat and patterned mittens, a gift from a constituent that went viral for their contrast to a day of pomp and circumstance. But mittens? That's so 2020. This year, Senator John Fetterman donned perhaps the most unique outfit of the day, his signature oversized hoodie, long, loose athletic shorts and sneakers. It's a look the Pennsylvania Democrat is famous for. He wears it almost daily and even prompted a change in Senate dress code. Much of the chatter focused on why Fetterman eschewed a coat and opted for shorts on a day so frigid. The inauguration events were moved indoors. Forecasters have predicted lows of -11°C, 12°F. In 2017, Fetterman explained to CNN that he dressed out of comfort, and found it challenging to find more formal attire for his 6 feet 8 inches frame. "Nobody has come to me directly and said the world will burn if you wear a hoodie," he said, adding that his work spoke for itself. Big Tech goes to church. Inauguration Day for Donald Trump kicked off by going to church. But the traditional service isn't just about worship, it's also about who the incoming president chooses to fill the pews with him at a more intimate event. The morning service was a who's who of the faces that will help shape Trump's second administration, like his children and cabinet picks, including Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi and Department of Defense nominee Pete Hegseth. Beside them, the giants of America's tech industry filled out a billionaire's pew: Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg, Amazon head Jeff Bezos, Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google parent company Alphabet, and Tim Cook, the Apple CEO that Trump once referred to as Tim Apple. They later accompanied Trump to the Capitol's rotunda, again as part of a select group given near front row access to the incoming president. Tesla/X/SpaceX mogul Elon Musk, a close Trump confidant who will soon run his own cost-cutting advisory group for his administration, joined them. Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI, was also seen at the Capitol. Notably, the inauguration overlaps with this year's World Economic Forum in Switzerland, typically a gathering place for tech executives to mingle and assert their influence. Seems the place to be this year wasn't Davos, it was Washington, D.C., the gulf between Trump and Clinton. Trump hit on many of his top priorities in his inaugural address, often to applause from the crowd at both the Capitol and the live watch event at Capital One Arena. Former presidential rival Hillary Clinton was seen in crowd behind President Trump, listening as he shared his plans for America to reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. "A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America," he said to applause. Seated between her husband, former President Bill Clinton, and former President George W. Bush, Clinton could be seen laughing at that last line. Reaction online was split, with Trump critics delighting in the moment and Trump supporters decrying it as rude. It is a controversial proposal that has become a key piece of Trump's vision for U.S. foreign policy in his second term. Among other ideas, Trump has sought to rename the internationally recognized body of water as a means